This video was brought to you by Markus Bil, Elbilmek, ABRP, Stormberg, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We're now sitting in the Volvo EX30, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how fast it is charging compared to the smart #1, #3, but also the big brother XC40. And also we include a Tesla since it is in the same price range. So you see that right off the line now, the EX30 charges a bit slow. This is what I also experienced during 1000 kilometer challenge. Brabus on the other hand just goes in, boom, instantly to 154 kilowatt and then stays there for quite a while. And then the EX30 now eventually starts ramping up. So it has this slow ramp up, but now it also hit around 154, 155 soon. And then the Brabus already started throttling at 25%. You will see that the EX30 can maintain the speed longer, and this is probably why the EX30 actually went a little bit faster than the Brabus in the 1000 kilometer challenge. Oh, spoiler alert! But eventually also the EX30 will throttle, but it will extend it all the way to 35%. You will see it soon there, and then it also starts throttling. But I use the Ioniq app right now, so that's why it is a bit weird. It has different variables versus when I just filmed the Ioniq screen, and it shows you the estimated total in NOK there. You can roughly divide it by 10 or 11, you will get the number in euros or dollars. And then right now the XC40 on the bottom there, you saw that it did hit 133 kilowatt, but this is the old battery, old version from 2022. So there is a new version coming out. I mean, that came out already in the Polestar and Volvo. So I should eventually test that, but I only had the old recording here. And then also when it comes to Model 3, that was also a recording for 2022. It hit 250 kilowatt. I saw it earlier. We didn't focus too much on that. We had to focus on the cars on the top. But right now you see that actually the Brabus is leading. So it had, okay, not so high top speed as the Model 3, but it had a flat-ish, and also it went a flattish curve, and also went quite fast in the beginning, whereas the EX30 went slower. So that's why the Brabus is leading right now, and the Model 3 is on a second, and then XC40 is right behind. No, XC40 is the slowest right now. Yeah, the EX30 is actually on a good third right now. No, actually, no, the EX30 is on second. The Tesla is falling behind. XC40 is also kind of falling a little bit behind. But the Brabus is now leading. It had that initial jump in the beginning, and also we have 3 kilowatt hour less to charge. So that's why it charged. Well, actually, the net capacity is around 2.5 roughly kilowatt hour less. But okay, so Brabus has a nice lead right now, and you see at this point though, even though the EX30 has a bigger battery, it seems to charge roughly the same speed as the Brabus. You have to look closer at the charging curve right now. But yeah, the Brabus is still in the lead. But then XC40 on the bottom is starting to gain a little bit because it charges faster than the EX30 at this state of charge at least. So it's kind of neck and neck there, and the Model 3 is now on the bottom, the slowest charging, but also the biggest battery. Brabus already hit 80%, wow. So still very impressive if you even choose to go for Brabus, and it has a smaller battery. It's not that slow to 80%, and then who charges to only 50%, right? Many people, they might charge to 80% before they go to the next charger. So yeah, that means that at this point, at least the Brabus and the EX30, they are roughly on par. You're not losing out on too much there. But wow, actually right now the XC40 is leading. Whoa, it seems like the XC40 has a bit flatter curve than the cars on top. So could this be the comeback for the XC40? And remember, this is even the old XC40 charging curve, the 69 kilowatt hour. It seems like the XC40 will go to 90% first. I didn't charge to 100% on many of these cars, unfortunately, but maybe that's fine because then it will take a lot longer to see this charging curve. But there, the XC40 hit 90%, and then Brabus seems to be the second to hit 90%, and then the and then the EX30. Let me see how many minutes will it hit it after. Come on, almost 90% now. There, 41 minutes, and then look at the timer on the EX30. Well, yeah, okay, that one, the timer seems to be slightly different on the Brabus versus the EX30. But you see that EX30 hits 90% just a little bit slower. But remember that we have roughly 2.5 kilowatt hour more. So in terms of kilowatt hour, they are roughly the same. But this is also what the charger delivered, not what they got into the battery. Just remember that. And then the last one is the Tesla, of course, because it is the slowest charging car ever. There you go. And now we look at the charging curve. We see that the Tesla had nice flat 250 kilowatt in the beginning, and then it started dropping quite a lot. And yeah, what we want to see here is the EX30. You see the EX30 has this really slow ramp up. Happens every time during 1,000 kilometer challenge. The Smart ramped up a lot faster. Wow. But here you see quite big difference here. So the Smart had to throttle very early compared to the EX30. So it has the red line here. You see the red line has a nicer flatter curve than the blue line. That's probably what you guys are wondering. Should you go for the Smart or the EX30? And then the Volvo, the XC40, on the other hand, has a flatter curve. It goes slower there, but this is the old curve, remember? So the new curve is hopefully higher, maybe 150 kilowatt, and then, yeah, I don't know. But still very impressive of the EX30, how fast it charges all the way to, yeah. I think I actually went to 100% on the EX30, so I didn't show it in the video, but you see that if I go past it, it still has that 27, no, how much, I think it was around 25 kilowatt until the very end here when it goes really slow. So yeah, if you really need to stretch it, you could even go to around 96%, then it doesn't go too fast. But the last few percent here, that took forever. So yeah, now you guys seen it, EX30. Is it good for today's standard? I think it is definitely good. Okay, so it did the 1,000 kilometer challenge in a decent time. It wasn't class leading, but it was still, I would say, approved. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.